Hey guys, Nolan here. Today we're talking about natural talent and how it affects us as trainers and riders. For those of you who have been told that you do have natural talent, stick around. I also have things that you need to keep an eye out for. And for those of you who feel like you don't have natural talent, do not fret, for at the end of this video, I'm going to let you in on a little secret about how you're probably ahead of the game. Have you hit the subscribe button yet? It's right down there. Give it a hit. So what is natural talent? Natural talent is the ability to learn something without much struggle. While it may take somebody years to develop a good sit canter, people with natural talent will develop it very quickly. These people have a feel for it almost instantly, making them seem very natural on the horse, a reason why it's called natural talent. They have a very athletic ability to learn new movements. Yeah, I know. How could this be at all bad, right? Whether you have natural talent or not, muscle still builds the same way. If left unattended and the rider rides off of their natural talent, the muscles used will begin to diminish. So when I was learning how to post, I was told pretty much what like everybody else gets told the very first time they're introduced to rising trot. To make it very basic, you're going to just think you're standing up in your stirrups and sitting down again. Pretty much everybody gets told the same thing. The very first day that they are told, you're going to learn how to post. It's the most basic way to explain it to somebody who doesn't know what posting is. By the second or third time you're being taught how to post, you start to get into the mechanics of things. Like sinking into your stirrups, using your core to stretch up, putting your belly button, your crotch, or your pelvis, whatever, over the palm of the saddle while you're at the most upright point. Things like that come later. But because I had natural talent, I didn't have to deal with any of that. I didn't learn the mechanical side of things or how you're supposed to put all the other pieces into play. Because I had natural talent, we skipped all the mechanical side. Because naturally, I did it the very first time when I just learned how to stand in my stirrups. That was when I was 12 years old. Fast forward 10 years, and I can't figure out why is my back hurting, why are my knees aching, and why does my hip feel out of whack? Because I did not learn the mechanics of how you're supposed to post, and all I thought about was standing up in the stirrups and sitting back down. I started to make bad habits. And especially as a dressage rider, but this goes for all riders, we're always trying to make it that we are doing the least amount of bad habits. I had a really bad habit on how I thought posting was happening. Putting on a lot of stress onto different joints because I wasn't doing it correctly. But because I had natural talent and looked good naturally, I didn't have to learn that other stuff, which came and haunted me later on. I also couldn't understand why here I am 10 years into it and I can't post. And I'm struggling with it. But here, everybody told me back in the day that I had natural talent. But because I didn't take the mechanical and the technical side of it, I don't know which muscles I should be using. Meanwhile, the people who don't have natural talent that I rode with 10 years ago are posting effortlessly because they understand the mechanics of how to post correctly. So why do they have an easier time and I'm struggling? Liking this video so far? Remember to hit the like button. It goes a long way. Well, they understood the mechanics and they have been struggling with it since day one and kept working on it. Building the right muscle, being in correct form, everything's correct and they just progressed from it. Because from day one, they learned how to do it correctly. But the person with natural talent got it the very first day, didn't have to struggle with anything, and didn't really understand what his body was doing, and just went off the natural feel. So later on, when I'm struggling, I can't understand why is it happening to begin with, because I never understood what the mechanics of posting was. Let's take it out of the horse world and take it into something else. Muscle building. A lot of good muscle building and weightlifting is training your brain to acknowledge the muscles you're trying to build during reps. So if I'm trying to build, say, my bicep, and I'm doing curls, each time you bring up, you want to flex that muscle and start to focus on that muscle being used. That's going to build the muscle better. What I'm trying to say here is, even if you've never been told that you have natural talent, do not let that stop you from training yourself. Do not let that stop you from your riding career. Don't let that stop you from learning how to ride and how to ride well. Because once you learn how to do it correctly, once you have actually learned it and gone through the struggles of learning it, it's yours. It's yours to keep, and nobody can take that away from you. Unfortunately, for somebody like myself, who didn't really learn it, just kind of did it, when the obstacles come, and there's going to be obstacles in training, people like myself, we don't know how to deal with it because we never learned how to do it to begin with. Then we have to do a whole bunch of backtracking and learning how to do it correctly so that we can bypass the obstacle. You know how long it took me to figure out that my posting was crap? Do you know how long it took me to learn how to post correctly? I'll let you know that I don't have back pain and all that anymore, but it was years years until that all went away. And for those of you who do have natural talent, here's a little piece of advice for you. If you want to use your natural talent to your advantage, you need to keep on top of it. You need to train your mind. Just because you can do it well naturally, you still need to dive into the mechanics of things and learn how to do it correctly. Train your mind to understand why you're doing a certain thing. If you can naturally sit canter really well, figure out why you can sit canter really well. This way, when obstacles come a knocking, you can deal with them. Because you'll know why exactly your body's doing certain things. Not because, well, it just does this. Because the funny thing is, if you don't keep on top of it, while all the other people who don't have natural talent are climbing up the mountain, busting their guts out, doing it the right way, learning why it's working, and all the technical parts of things, while they're climbing and they're ascending, you're going to be sliding down on your toboggan and just waving at them because you don't understand what the hell's going on. And that is hard and that's frustrating. Take that from me, who got really annoyed and really hurt because I didn't understand. How is it 10 years ago I could post no problem and now all of a sudden I can't? Not only is that frustrating from a training standpoint, it also hits your pride. It also hits your ego and it makes you feel like crap. So that's all I got for you. Quick summary, if you have natural talent, keep on top of it. If you don't have natural talent, do not let that hinder you. Because you're learning it, you're going to be ahead of the game anyway. So let me know down below what you guys think. Do you have natural talent or do you not have natural talent? Or do you not believe there is such thing as natural talent? Let me know down below. Also, while you're at that, remember to give this video a like. As I said earlier, it does go a long way, even though it's just a simple click of a button. And if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or friend me on Facebook. The links are down below. You know what to do. And while you're at that, hit that subscribe button. Remember, we have new videos up every single week, which talks about the horse world and all the fun stuff that comes with it. And that's pretty much everything I got. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I am Nolan M Cruz, and I will talk